Hey, Sean, what are we going to be doing today?
Today, we buy underwear.
But before you can wear extreme hard-use tactical pants, it's good to have a set of underwear. The term going commando, no commandos really do, because, well, the tactical hard-use fabrics that are used in WOG clothing can be somewhat abrasive on a man's more sensitive regions. Now, it's very difficult in today's modern world to find good recycled underwear. It's not a good idea to buy surplus underwear because you'll get syphilis and gonorrhea from every swinging dick soldier that's been screwing whores around the world. So it's a good idea that you would get underwear that's new, yet you want to make sure you're not getting, because we don't want to go to a department store. So when you come to an Army surplus store, your choices are kind of limited. Like, no one's really done anything with underwear. I mean, look at this. When you think about it, your underwear should be the first layer that absorbs sweat. The purpose of underwear is to take the toxins from your body and take it away from your body. Because if you sit there, your sweat is full of toxins. If you leave your sweat next to your skin and it rubs and causes skin irritation, that's where chafing and chaff comes in. So what they're supposed to be is absorbent, and that's what it does. This is just your standard set of brown briefs. Brown's good because you wouldn't get any stains that you couldn't see right away. But still, the sniff test, it's bad when you're at that level. Now, during the day, this is handy, but an underused piece of kit is the long johns. Your legs have massive amounts of blood running through them. If it's slightly chilly outside, you put on a set of long johns, you could wear T-shirts with that, and it wouldn't be a problem. Boxers are a waste of time. I don't actually know what the tactical use of boxers are. They don't take clothing away from you. So people, well, it makes me feel free and clear. Well, that's great, but it's not really absorbing anything. The Canadian Forces issue these, they're like polyester boxer shorts. I don't know who was thinking what, but I think somebody made some money on that deal. But if you were to get a set like this and it was slightly tempered outside, your legs will stay warm. This warms up the rest of your body. Because if you're staying warm on top and you got nothing on your legs, well, the heat's just going to dump out of you. Your crotch and your armpits are the major heat zones of the body. That's why if you get cold, you see people do this, they put their arms under because that's where all the heat comes from. That's your heat dissipation. So it makes sense if you got expensive clothing and shirts, which we're going to get into, that you should also be wearing an undershirt. And that's the whole concept. That's where the T-shirts originally came from. They were undershirts. Some people in colder climates use polar fleece instead of underwear. This is a bad idea because if you sweat into the polar fleece, yeah.
Have you seen the tactical underwear?
Tactical underwear? So what do you mean by tactical underwear? What's that all about?
Well, Under Armour.
Under Armour?
Yeah. This is a very breathable material.
Okay.
Called polypropylene.
Right.
And it wicks the sweat away from your body.
What does that mean? Does it absorb it?
No, it takes the moisture away from your body and brings it to the front.
Oh, really?
This is what all the hockey players are wearing. NASCAR drivers, guys who race motorbikes, they wear it under their leather suits. Keeps you dry. A lot of the SWAT teams, that's the only reason why we brought this in is for the SWAT team.
Really? So the SWAT teams are all wearing this. This is
their uniform.
So you got tactical underwear. Now this is your I noticed this is pretty. But you got the long sleeve,
and this is your form-fitting one, so it's really close to your body. So
and here's the gaunch. Nice.
Yeah.
So this is like the primo.
It's like the BMW of underwear.
Really?
Yeah.
High speed, low drag.
Yep.
So what we thought was underwear wasn't just underwear. Your T-shirt is part of underwear. What about the T-shirts? The Under Armour stuff has a cool wick layer that takes it away from your skin and brings it out to absorb in other clothing. Now, the thing is that you might think that, well, isn't that the same as not, having underwear on because it would just carry it out to your clothing? Not exactly, because it doesn't touch your body. This stuff is form-fitting, and that's the good plan. Let's take a look at what other T-shirts are out there and what T-shirts should be and what they've become. Now, when it comes to the realms of T-shirts, the underwear has become this. This is your underwear. This is the Bundeswehr. But you'll notice that how are you supposed to get any kind of absorbency when your armpit is way down here? You're not going to get an absorbency out of that. This is just for comfort and for heat. They're worried about heat distribution and whatnot. I am not a big fan of the wife beater muscle shirt. Not my thing. Moving up from that, this is what T-shirts should be. T-shirts should be snug-fitting, absorbent clothing. This is what keeps your gear, what they had before they had things like underwear. This was the Canadian issue stuff. This is what was given out to the guys. You come in here, you don't have to spend $30 on a set of underwear. You spend $10, you get a sanitized, perfectly good T-shirt, which you can use and wear. What are you paying so much money for T-shirts for? Why should you? If you want to go to Angry Shirts or something like that, you bet. Get a statement that says something you wanted to say. But don't become a human billboard. That's what all T-shirts have become. Somehow somebody back in the 60s thought, hey, wouldn't it be great if we put logos on T-shirts? Good job, Pinhead. Look what you started. Now everything's all messed and everybody's walking around with T-shirts and Tommy My Finger and whatever. I mean, it's bull. So if we were to get back to it, it's all about function. So when you stop looking at, does it have a brand name? No, never mind the brand name. What does it do? If it doesn't do anything, it's lazy. I feel like a superhero. I mean, check this out. This stuff's totally tight-fitting. I'm completely warm. I'm not cold at all, which is really, really nice. So you can, mac right out on this. I mean, this is great stuff. You can't do anything wrong with this. Hey, what's this worth? How much is this for this setup here?
$91.60.
How much?
$91.60.
$91.60? Now, if you go down to the running room, you can pick up some pretty high-speed kit as well. So you don't always have to go with, an Under Armour type solution. Now, what do we got as a price on this? This one here is... This set here is $40. That's what you pay for cool wick stuff, though, because it's high-speed gear. On the back of it, what does it say? Super Microsoft? No, Super Microft. Oh, okay, whatever that means. And this is these would be a shorts, right? This is what you'd wear so that you don't get any chafing, because chafing can be damaging to the male-sensitive region. These ones here, which is it's kind of the same thing, but it seems like it's a little bit more of a cuppy kind of a thing. So I don't think it's exactly made by the same thing. And these ones are $30, but I'd rather pay the extra few bucks and get the legs. And that way you'd be covered up. Because when they sit here, you're going to have glide movement right now. You won't get anywhere on your thigh. Your thigh takes a lot of motion when you're running and stuff like that. So you want to be careful with something. Because, you got to move. Now, some people have a problem with paying $40 for a set of underwear. That is a lot of cash. But really, it's your balls on the line. So what you need to do is you go down to a store where they sell it. And then you just acquire it.
Making 3 dishes for lunch. This will be tomatoes à la provençale.
What?
Tomatoes à la provençale. French. And then we're going to make hot lemon zucchinis, which is what this is for.
I've got another option. Stay right here. And the time it takes for me to boil a pot of coffee to make tea, I can feed 4 people.
Remember I said that people eat these out of necessity and in certain circumstances?
People eat food out of necessity in certain circumstances.
Really want to eat these. So we'll
No.
throw that in there.
No.
And we'll get on our way with this stuff here.
What's wrong? This is way less time.
Can you please wash these?
Yes. Okay,
So
understand that we could be eating right now. Start the clock. Click. 4 minutes from now, we can all be eating.
we're going to be slicing these. Take off the ends. And what I need is them to be sliced diagonally.
Right. You want me to cut these diagonally?
But not really thick. They have to be in not paper thin, but thin slices. So
is that agreeable?
Not as thick as this.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so you want them all like that size?
Yes.
Okay. Why are we cutting up zucchini anyway?
Because we're making the lemon zucchini dish.
Oh, Ranger's in the kitchen. Oh. Take your zucchini and away with you. That dog is so spoiled, I swear. You do everything for the dog and he just kind of forgets about it. Before you know it, he's listening to music that you don't agree with. And how much?
1.5 tablespoons. turn it on, heat it up, put it to medium, medium-high.
Medium, medium-high. Well, why can't you heat it up fast?
Well, you don't want the oil to heat up too fast.
Why not? I don't get it. Why would you have to heat it up on medium, medium fast? Like, not just on or off.
Well, the thing is it's also because of the type of pan that you're using. This pan will conduct heat faster than other types of pans do, so you don't have to put it up as high.
You don't have to.
This one.
Okay, so we've got a heightened piece of technology that is the pan. So you actually, it'll take less time if you put it on high heat, and we'll get it up to speed faster, right? So for those of you who are watching and not part of the same populace, you can put it on high heat, and you can eat faster. But the rest of you can eat slowly later.
It won't cook in the same way. All right, the oil that you heated up to 60 billion degrees is now smoking.
Nice. Well, whatever, man. Good enough.
Was it in there?
No. That's like a women's video waiting to happen, isn't it? Can we put them in now or what?
Yes, put them in.
Nice. Well, it's probably burning oil then. This tray is weak, man.
It's on a tray, it's a cutting board. And you're going to have to stir it. Okay, do you see the reason now for not having the heat up so high?
No. It's cooking them. Oh, this is some thrilling hockey here. Look at this.
I'm just going to grate the lemon rinds.
Does it seem like, aren't you getting a bit of a workout just trying to get some food to eat here or what? I mean, come on, we don't got time for this, man.
You turn it up high, so you have to prevent them from
People used to have to do this all the time before IMPs came out. People would have to spend huge portions of their lives doing this sad little task. Thanks to the modern genius of preservatives, we're able to live out of brown paper bags and never have to cook anything again. No. Stop. I didn't know you were using the peels. Do you know how many chemicals they put on the peels of these lemons? No.
That's why I told you to wash it and make sure you got all the wax off.
The wax, my ass. They use dye on it. Forget it. No. Here, we'll use it. I happen to have organic lemons for a cooking thing that I'm doing lately. And you can always tell we're organic lemon because it says in giant letters on it, organically grown! And you pay $4 a piece for them.
Great. Color's no different than the other one.
Color's no different than the other one. You're absolutely right, but this one's natural. I'm sure that if you give out your email address, I'll have a whole bunch of people send you an email. Don't explain why lemons are bad when they're not organically grown. So you need, how much did you have there? A tablespoon or what? Are you starting this?
No, that was your job.
Well, that was before you were trying to kill us with lemons. Are you authorized? All right. I'll do it. You want to use this? We'll trade?
The whole lemon has to be gone.
This is fucking weak. Again, time elapse, 4 minutes. I could be eating an IMP. Oh man, this is weak. I guess if it was summertime and you had nothing better to do, I suppose you could cook all day. This is totally gay. Why are we doing this?
Did you want me to grate this?
No,
why
are we doing it? I want to know what that lemon, is this sacred or something? Is there something going on with this? That you would invest this much time, what kind of reward are we getting out of that timeshare of grating that lemon? My arm is tired now because of that. I want to know what the gain I'm going to get. Do I get lemon flavoring?
Baby.
Am I going to be able to fly and stuff? Luckily, I found some instant soup in one of my improvised meal bags that I could mix with hot water and therefore gain enough strength to continue grating the lemon. So, woman with large knife, what's happening now?
Well, now we're going to make up the tomatoes of the Provençal. I'm going to turn on the oven so that can preheat while we're cooking this up.
Right. What'd you turn it on to?
450.
Well, why don't we turn it up all the way, and then that way it'll get hotter faster.
Great. Take a look at the zucchini.
Yeah?
See those ones with brown stuff on it?
Yeah, they're cooked.
That's what you did not want to have happen.
Why
That
not?
means it was in the process of getting to the burning stage.
Looks like it's deep frying to me.
So we're going to cut the tomatoes. Okay. Now what it says is we're supposed to remove the seeds.
What?
I know, it's kind of silly, isn't it? Because personally,
Why in the Mickey Mouse fuck are we removing the seeds from this perfectly good? No, that's
I
dumb.
like the seeds, so
We're not doing that. That's stupid.
no. But we are going to take these little stem parts out.
You can eat that. No, it's a vegetable. I mean, it's probably more nutrients in that than anything else. Vegetable kind.
So says you, who eats everything anyway.
Not everything.
But,
I won't eat those goddamn lemons you were trying to kill me with.
Can't believe you're eating that. It's like dried.
It's not dry. It's actually pretty tasty. It's kind of like it's like a salad. And I'm pretty hungry here because it's been a couple days now since we started cooking. So you catch as catch can here. Now I understand that there's a nerve agent associated with onions that when you cut them, it actually can cause some respiratory problems.
Yeah, you know what I learned is that if you light a candle and you have an open flame close to where you're cutting the onions,
Like you're cutting right now?
yeah, then the spray from the onions doesn't come up in your
Well, why don't you have a candle going?
Because, well, if you want to get me one, that would be great. And onions are bad for dogs. No onions or garlic for dogs.
Luckily, because Adrian and I practice aromatherapy, we have a lot of little tea light candles kicking around. And there we go.
You're supposed to finally chop this, but you know what? Why use a knife if you don't have to?
What's that?
This is the chopper.
The chopper, made by somebody. Yeah.
Excuse me.
There you go. Let's make sure it's clean. Okay. How come you got to do that?
Because you drew on my piece of equipment.
I didn't draw on it. I sanitized it.
So this we have to put in the
Pan?
small one, and we just put a little bit of olive oil in here.
Okay, well, you deem me to be dangerous with olive oil, so I'm not touching it anymore.
Well, you are dangerous with olive oil. So we'll turn it on.
dangerous with olive oil.
Turn it off. And we'll put some pepper in there. And this is sea salt. So sprinkle some of that on. And then we're going to sprinkle the lemon on there.
The very precious lemon. This is the secret to the whole recipe because we almost ripped our fingers off and broke both of our arms to get this sacred lemon herb, which we are now sprinkling liberally on this pan.
So I'm going to put the onions in here. Just brown them up a little bit.
Lightly brown them up.
Yep.
All right.
And the oven's heating, so that's all good. We've got breadcrumbs here, which we're going to be using.
You bought breadcrumbs?
Parsley, well, I didn't have time to go buy a loaf of bread since we don't have any here. And we're going to be using some parsley.
Parsley.
Yes. So we wash the parsley. We need to chop this up too.
How small?
It needs to be fairly fine.
Hey, give me that chopper thing. That thing did a bang-up job. Look at this thing, man. Hey, and if you're not using it for this, these little chopper jobbies, because they're made by a bunch of different companies, you can actually use them for some really rad pest control. Okay, what do we got? Nice.
Looks really good.
Cool. It's like a pesto. Especially if you do that in front of all the other bumblebees. Wade right the fuck out. Anyway, all right.
So we need a couple cloves of garlic. Find a good one here.
Do you want me to cut some more parsley up?
No, that'll be good.
That'd be all right.
You wanna keep
There's a lot
going?
more of that shit cooking. It'd be okay.
On those onions?
That's garlic, eh?
It's garlic.
That's handy against a lot of undead creatures, apparently.
Betcha.
As a matter of fact, what are you doing with that garlic? You can eat that.
Today we're not eating it.
That's wasteful. I'm not into wasteful food.
You
Okay?
already had tomato tops. Here, you can eat the stems of the parsley. Who needs a compost when they have this guy?
And how many nutrients am I getting into my body? Tell you what, Internet, you do the research. Who's getting the best out of this meal?
It's my handy little measuring cup that also measures dry goods. Seems to have disappeared somewhere.
Yeah, I was doing something with it. I don't know where it is.
Okay, so I'm gonna press the garlic on top of the breadcrumbs, and there are some
Garlic breadcrumbs?
presses that are really
And you
good
can use
and
this to
that
keep back vampire birds.
do not require a knife to take the bits off. And we'll scoop the parsley into there.
You got a lot of tools here, man. That's like a garlic press, eh?
Okay, so mix.
See this here? You can eat this. This is all good stuff. This is all the skin of the garlic, no? That's good stuff. Okay.
So we'll just mix up the parsley and the garlic and the breadcrumbs together. And we're going to add it to the onions once they're browned a little bit more than they are right now.
There's something to be said for hot food. Anything warm generally tastes better. Like if I had to eat me a bunch of rations, like a whole bunch of really bad rations that were rotting and stuff, I'd at least make sure they were warm. You know, because you can pretty much eat anything when it's warm. I could probably eat a car if it was warm.
Okay, so I put some olive oil in there.
Right.
We're going to be heating this back up a little bit.
Right.
Because we're going to be putting the tomatoes in there face down just to kind of seal up the tops of them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that parsley, you want to scoop that out of there and just watch the blades.
You just gave me a thing with razor blades and asked me if I wanted to lick that. You see that?
Here.
Oh, man.
No blades. No blades. How are those onions coming? No.
Oh, yeah. This pan's got Teflon on it, so you're not supposed to use her.
No, and also when you're browning onions, you have to make sure that all of the onions get brown. Not
Don't
just
get in the way of the camera, man.
layer,
Turn yourself the
not
other way.
just the bottom layer getting burnt.
It seems that cooking, there's a lot to it. You got to know how to do a bunch of stuff. And it looks like a pretty big time commitment to get involved with the whole cooking thing. In fact, I would say it probably takes too much time to get this involved to make crazy Italian dishes, unless you happen to enjoy the pastime of cooking. Furthermore, if you tried to cook for yourself as a wog, you would starve to death before you managed to get enough food into your body in order to sustain the time necessary to cook. So be aware of that. If you're going to attempt to do it in cooking, make sure you have at least a couple bags of IMPs nearby so you can make it through to the end product.
Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll put some of them in here.
The tomatoes?
Yeah.
Face down, right?
Face down.
So,
Maybe I'll put one more in there.
I guess this was really popular one time, cooking, eh? Like they used to be cooking shows and stuff, and everyone used to like go out and buy fresh food and stuff. And they'd do that a lot. They'd cook and spend time together as families.
Okay, now we're adding the breadcrumbs and stuff into the... Yeah, you shouldn't start your cooking when you're hungry. You should, prepare a little ahead of time. Because ideally, these are really basic dishes. And the zucchini should only take about 15 minutes to do. And this total, even with cooking time, should only take a maximum of half an hour.
4 minutes later, you can be enjoying a hot MRE ration pack.
Or a highly nutritious, what's in it meal. It's pretty simple. Like, really, how much did we do? We didn't grab out our mixer or anything like that.
Time.
All we used was blades and...
Yeah, but wogs don't have time for this stuff. You got a huge investment here to cook, man. Like, huge. We got, this pot's got to be worth $50. We got a stove, we got power, we got all this lighting and everything. I mean, I can make this in a ditch.
Well, that's what I said. This is for...
When you're not inside your house.
A certain place, certain time. So, yeah, I'm not expecting
when are you supposed to
when you're out,
when are you supposed to cook
in the
this?
middle of the wilderness on some kind of foray. And so now what we're going to do is...
Hey, that lemon makes zucchinis taste different, eh?
Yeah. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's good. So these, you want to give me a hand with that or what? Are these hot?
They're a bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to just season them with a little bit of pepper. Looks good. And then what we're going to do is
Comes in a big canister.
put this on top. No, this already has
A little bit.
seasoning in it. Go away. And then we're going to put this in the oven and let those brown.
Normally, I would like to have cheese on something like that, but then I recently found out that all cheese is essentially snot, blood, and mucus that's mixed together and congealed into like a scab-like form with disease spreading through in the form of bacteria. So cheese is actually kind of bad. So is most milk and dairy. All of it, in fact. It's loaded with hormones and generally is pretty much toxic for you.
Okay. So the tomatoes are done. Hopefully all is well. Smells good. So, there they are.
Right.
What do you think?
They're
Pop these in and heat these.
tomatoes. What are we doing with them?
I'm gonna eat them.
Oh, so they're ready
What do you
to.
normally do with tomatoes?
Well, I don't know, man, because like I don't. There's no start finish point. I don't really know. Like maybe you're gonna do a witch doctor dance or something on them right now.
Sure.
I'm sure I'm gonna get the nail about that iron piece. That's an awful lot of work just for that little bit of food, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's all about the flavor.
The flavor.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're talking about here.
Nutritional value.
Yeah, but it's so little. There's not much there. I'm like 220 pounds. Can you increase the portions or
You
what?
can certainly increase the portions. Like, recipes aren't set in stone. You can alter it and change it however you want to. It's a matter of personal taste.
They are good though. So this is pretty much how the cooking thing works, is way of how sane people do it. We're going to be bouncing back and forth between the cooking with sane people and insane people. I mean, wogs. And then we'll be able to see what we like to do best. So thanks for tuning in.
So you say you gotta know why the world goes around, and you can't find the truth in the things you found, and you're scared shitless cause evil abound. Come join us. Well, I heard you were looking for a place to fit in, for a veteran people with the same